This is the 4-point hip series, and the first task is that you're going to start on all fours. So on your hands and knees, you're going to be on your tippy toes as well. From this position, you're going to drop your tail end onto your heels. This is called child's pose. You're going to hold this position for 30 seconds and move on to the next one. The next sequence of the 4-point hip series is called the 3-point bear crawl. Up on your hands and knees, they will be elevated off the ground, and you will move forward and backward, okay, while stabilizing your core, firing your glutes, and keeping a nice tight posture. The third position in the 4-point hip series is where you will be lying on your stomach and you will bring your bent knee up towards your elbow. This is called the figure 4 position. You will lift your knee slightly off the ground when you're doing this particular movement pattern. And finally, the fourth segment of the 4-point hip series, you will be on your back and you will extend one leg up towards the ceiling while the other leg is planted on the ground with your foot flat on the ground. And once you extend that leg up towards the ceiling with your ankle at 90 degrees, you will rotate your hip in circles. You want to make sure that the other knee of the leg that is on the ground is bent and that the foot is flat on the ground. You're trying to stay as stable as you can in the hips and keep your hips flat on the ground while moving that leg in circles. So we're going to start off in the 90-90 position, or the question mark position. So from here, you're going to reach forward and touch that front knee, and then you will hold for 5 seconds. From that position, reach back to that posterior knee behind you. For example, when you're leaning towards that front leg, you're going to take your chest towards that front leg. When you're leaning towards your trail leg or the posterior leg, you're taking your chest to the posterior ankle and knee. So then from here, you're going into bear position. From here, you're going into a full squat position. If you can get into this full squat position out of the 90-90 without using hands, that is great. Otherwise, use your hands to get into that front squat position. And from here, you will then drop one knee towards the ground. Your feet must remain flat on the floor. You're gonna dip your leg so it lies flat on the floor. So then from here, you will go into cricket position, and your feet are in a parallel line with each other. Essentially, your heels are facing inwards and each other. You're going to have your pelvis leaning back as your arms and torso reach forward. This allows you to open your hips into external rotation. So essentially, you're just dropping your glutes back towards the floor, and you're trying to lean forward with those arms and that torso. And then from the cricket position, you go back into the 90-90.